So the team behind Skate finally put out some gameplay after announcing that they were working on it a few months ago. And man, I want to say it looks great. This isn't some kind of frame by frame video where I try to like speculate off of every single pixel that I see on the screen. I just want to go over the highlighted things that I've seen from the game and kind of what I expect and generally the philosophy that I think EA is going with this game. And spoiler alert, I really think it's gonna be a great year for Skate if this game comes out the way that they intended to be. But I'm not gonna waste any more time. If you haven't seen it yet, well, enjoy your first look, but let's go over it.
Warning, what you're about to see is pre-alpha. Things might look a little different than you're expecting, but we're still working on it. So, we told you we're back. And yeah, we're still working on it. But it's probably time we showed you where we've been. Where we are. And where we're going. We took what we know, what you told us, and started building. But Sand of Amsterdam wasn't built in a day. We're giving you more freedom, more ways to express yourself. People are playing, and we're listening. So sign up. Come play. And help shape the future of skate.
Now I know this part was them just kind of like showing off what they were working on and stuff like that, and basically just showing us like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? We've been coding this shit, yada yada yada, trying to get the stuff working and stuff. It's still glitchy, but I really do appreciate the fact that they're like revisiting the whole physics aspect of it. They're not just copy and pasting the whole Skate 3 stuff. You can tell that this is a different game, that they definitely refined it and stuff like that, and they're willing to go through all the bugs and stuff like that just to get it, you know, right where they want it to be. So I really do appreciate that. We know the skating is going to be good. They proved that they can make a great skating game. I'm not worried about that, but I am excited about some of the newer things that they showed us, and let's get into that one right now. So first off is this clip right here. Pay attention to the purple guy right here. As you can see, he does a hippie flip. A hippie flip is when you basically do a hippie jump, but it's a flip. And that wasn't in Skate 3 if I recall correctly. I think if you try to do any type of gesture in the middle of a hippie jump, you just lose control of your board. So thank you, that's in the game. I can't wait to see what people do with that kind of stuff, kind of arsenal in their backpack. I'm definitely gonna be experimenting a lot. I'm definitely gonna hippie flip over a lot of shit. That's gonna be like my go-to bread and butter trick when it comes down to online skate. But yeah, nah, I really do like how they're expanding the trick arsenal right now. Even though Skate 3 had so many things you can do. You can see like the whole map editor and stuff like that's here. But pay attention to the comments that they handpick, right? There's a lot more that pops up on the screen, as you can see from the trailer. But pay attention to how they're paying attention to the crossplay questions in the PC support, which leads me to believe that they will at least, like, if not at launch, somewhere down the line, we will have cross progression across PC, console, and maybe even Switch if they decide to release it there, which will be excellent. I feel like crossplay is a necessity when it comes to multiplayer games. Like, if you want your game to thrive for like another extra year, you need crossplay just so we can have friends playing. Think about it. If you are on PC and you have friends that are on console and you want to play Skate, let's say you really do love Skate. You're playing by yourself, you don't really have any friends, you don't want to make any friends, you want to play with your friends, but you can't. You're not going to be playing the game for very long. But here's what happens if there's crossplay. You want to play the game, you tell your friends to get on, and boom, that's like +5 sales for EA. So it would be actually stupid for them to not add this, and it would be even stupider for them to put this in a trailer without them actually going out their way to make crossplay a thing. Another reason why I highly believe that crossplay will be in the game is because there's a question about hippie flips, or more so a request about Hippie Flips, which we see in the trailer. So it seems like they're just hinting like, hey, look at these comments. These are things that we're gonna put into the game. I feel like they were trying to hint towards that. So I'm super excited for that if it's actually in the game. Chef's kiss. Now, this is a very important but very short clip of a guy climbing. Now, there's another comment that asks about parkour. Now, if you guys played Skate 3, you know that you couldn't really do too much climbing aside from like hopping over ledges or like climbing like player model height walls. But it seems like they're putting a lot more emphasis on parkour because in Skate 3 you had to do a lot of glitches to get to like hard to reach spots. If you wanted to gap from building to building, you had to do a glitch that can shoot you into the air and then you just ragdoll on it so that you spawn back on top of a building, which was fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, like great memories, but it was very inaccessible for people who couldn't really trigger glitches. And there were some spots that you could potentially get to had you been able to parkour, but you couldn't. So I'm really glad that they're paying attention to that and they're putting parkour in the game. And you can see that it's a lot more fleshed out in the later clips in this trailer. You can see, like I said, look at, pay attention to this guy right here. He does a front flip across the building. Like they show so many clips, like they're kind of like teasing like this undertone of the game. Like yes, it's a skate game first, but it's also gonna be a parkour game second, where you can just like run around the city and stuff like that. And you know what? I love that. And we can see here in the map editor, people are getting super wacky with this, like, I don't even know what you call this curse thing right here, like, but it's gonna be super fun just seeing what people create with this new freedom. It seems like you can put obstacles like pretty much anywhere, like literally just drag and drop and it'll be suspended in the air if you wanted to. And yeah, like it just adds a whole new level of creativity and I cannot wait to see what the community does because the skate community has always been very creative, even like back in like Skate 2 and stuff like that. So this just adds like a whole new level of replayability. I wager that people are gonna make like on foot races, like little obstacle courses, and you'll see why I said that in a second. You probably caught it in the first time that I played the video, but I'll go back to that in a second in terms of like the potential of the player created skate parks. This right here. And this is what leads me to believe that people will make like little obstacle courses like on foot races, because we know you can already do custom races as we see it in Skate 3 online. But what if someone had made like an obstacle course where it's just like on foot, right? And you're just like have to race against people. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a skate game first, but these are the things that kind of make it fun. Think about like GTA 5. GTA 5 is just it's basically like an open world sandbox game. Is Skate 3 really any different? You know what I'm saying? Like just minus the violence and all that stuff like that. You put a map editor in there, people are gonna make some crazy stuff, bro. And I'm all here for it, man. And I'm glad that they're adding this whole new mechanics to the game because people are gonna use these tools and they're gonna make some fun stuff. And I'm here for it, man. I really am. Now, here's them just showing, because throughout the entire trailer they have been showing us like stuff with like unused assets and kind of missing models and stuff like that, just to like drive home the point that this is pre-alpha. However, this is a one scene where everything kind of looks fleshed out, kind of gives us a sneak peek of what the finished product will look like. And I just love the fact that like your clothes are flowing through the wind and it's like dynamic clothing. You can see it moving and stuff like that. That wasn't really too prominent in Skate 3, if at all, if I remember correctly. And you know, baggy clothes is like the skater meta, so I'm really glad to see that. It just adds a whole new like depth of immersiveness to the game. So yeah, it looks nice. It looks clean. It looks polished. Pay attention to my man right here. He starts rolling. You can just like do a little combat roll. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. The obstacle courses will be in the game. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be one of the first things created. It's gonna be on the top page of custom parks. But yeah, that's Skate, guys. I really feel like they really do love this project as much as we do. So I have no complaints. Everything we've seen looked great. Like I said, if they just keep going down this road of just making the game polished and stuff like that, getting all the bugs out, we'll be in for a good year for Skate. But anyways, that's it, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.